Hyper Peaches! Welcome to our 11th episode. I'm Erica.
And I'm Joyce. Hello. So this episode, we're gonna switch things up a little bit. And I'm gonna ask you this question. How are you gonna rate your year so far? On a scale of 1 to 10. You can average out.
So it's May, 5 months in.
Almost halfway through 2022.
Honestly, it's a 9 for me, despite what's going on. Because I'm stepping way out of my comfort zone. We started this in, end of Jan, beginning of Feb, and then
actually launched March.
Yes, and so this is a whole new project that I'm always talking about but never really do, which is also a daily reminder that I should always take some risk, be adventurous about yourself. So yeah, that will give me a 9. And also, career wise, been making progress. And also, beaches are opening up.
Beaches
in Hong Kong. Which is something I'm looking forward to. And also reminds me that I should be on diet. I should really be on my diet.
I don't understand that.
Why?
I don't think...
That's because you don't get fat, girl.
No, but I have a more, what do you call it? Like a more visual stomach than you. When
my thighs are visual.
I guess we all have our insecurities.
Exactly.
But how do you lose your thigh fat?
I don't know. I just try to
tone it.
Well, yeah, eat clean and tone it.
Because honestly, your upper body, excuse me, is like.
Thank you. But that's just
Chef's
genes,
That's all genes, yeah.
Yeah, it's all genes. Even when I'm a kid, still have that 肥大鼻.
雞髀. 豬髀.
豬髀. Oh, damn. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, for me, 8.
Wow. Not bad.
Just because
9
feels like
it's not the second half of the year yet.
Yeah. Too early to predict, and also I would say there's a lot of ups and downs that are more so hard to explain it with just short 5 months. But just overall, I feel like every week I'm going through a roller coaster of good moods and bad moods, good days and bad days. So it's if you have to ask me to rate my week, it's always 6, 7, it's always around quite so not too bad but not too good kind of phase. And I have so much to be excited for, grateful for, but I also have moments where I'm more fearful than I'm more confident, but I'm also extremely fearful at the same time.
It's always a mixed feeling.
It's always a mixed feeling. You're not just I'm super confident and then everything is perfect, right? It's always it's just because you're doing well in one department
and you always strive for more.
Yeah, and it's just when something is feeling more high, there's other parts that are you could be struggling too, right? So it's a mixture of things. I'm just grateful for everything that I've kind of fought for, and I wanted I'm more clear on what I want, and I'm achieving those things.
That's a good thing.
I know myself more. I'm sure you're knowing yourself more. We're both growing up. So yeah, I think overall, so far so good. I just really hope the pandemic is going to
don't come back.
Be less of an effect. I think going away is it's not even possible.
Yeah.
So it's more don't come back and probably just die down. I think that's basically what we're all hoping for. It's just affecting me mentally, and I'm sure that affected a lot of people mentally, and people just don't really talk about it and act like everything's okay. But things are not going to go back to the way it was, you know.
Like, isn't that one of the reasons why we started this podcast?
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, I think so. It really,
out there.
It really took us a whole pandemic to realize that we should do something that we really want and not waste time and not second guess things.
And also for people who are feeling, you know, sort of lonely or alone out there, then you can share via this platform.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Should we?
For me, just because my rating can easily go out of 10. That's why right now it's like a 9. And then if it's like real good, then it could go like a 12 out of 10. But I don't know, like I'm always trying to convince myself to appreciate the good things even during bad times. So that's why it's a 9. Anyways, you know, enough about me. I mean, more about me.
More about you later, but in a different department.
Yeah, so I just want to talk about the reason why we want to do this episode.
Okay.
Very simple reason. Because the both of us have been such couch potatoes this whole time, you know, during pandemic. I mean, more so during pandemic for you, but for me, it's like at all times.
Oh, you mean like I'm more of a couch potato because of the pandemic?
Yeah.
But you have been ever since.
Yeah. That's what I do mostly during, you know.
I think after college, Erica, like, became a couch potato.
Yeah, because it gets boring. The night out scenes get boring, and I don't know, I just have to work. And you just have to, you know, get on with life. And I find like, when you can't travel, then you want to, like, it's super cliche, but you want to view the world or just be able to, you know, expand on your imagination based on the stuff that you see, the stuff that you watch. And that's why I watch a lot more movies, more shows, and I watch a different show based on a different mood. So say if I am, I don't know, feeling kind of childish, then I would watch, actually no, I would just watch a Kanto movie because I never watch cartoons. I'm not a cartoon person. I don't really enjoy animes. Yeah,
I think for me, yeah, for sure, like how movies / shows ties into the mood I'm feeling and determines what kind of genre I watch. Also, for me, I think the biggest thing is I always why I watch TV shows or why I watch movies. It's a sense of escapism for me.
Escape from the real world.
Yes.
Okay. So how about this? I ask you a mood. I state a mood.
Yes.
And you tell me the show or the movie or the TV series that you would watch. Okay. So since you are saying that you want to watch a show based on the fact that you want to escape from the real world, so let me ask you this. When you feel like you want... when you feel like you just want a no-brainer, when you're feeling kind of bored, what kind of show would you, you know, gravitate towards?
So show first, right?
Yep.
Friends.
I mean, what's new? It's always Friends for us.
Every time I'm bored and then I'm just like, do I feel like watching super young Rachel or an older version of Rachel? I just decide on one thing and then I'm like, I feel like I want to see her younger, like, fashion. So then I click on season 2 episode, I don't know, 16, and then I'm like,
remember?
I remember the lines. I remember everything, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I know the joke that's coming in 10 seconds, but I'll still LOL harder than I did before.
You just want to listen to the joke over and over again.
Yeah, because the jokes are just never gets old. I
Yes.
don't understand why it's so good. Like, the writers are so on point.
Because you're just being nostalgic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Would you say you're a bit of a Rachel?
Yes. I wanted to say no, but I don't think. Okay, do you think I'm like 80% Rachel, 20% no, what's it? Phoebe? Because I'm kind of like surprised. Like I could surprise you, and I'm kind of like weird in front of like the super close friends.
A little, but I would say more like 90% Rachel and 10%.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I would say
Phoebe kind of weird. It's like a little. How do you describe it? It's coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it kind of only exists in most like TV series.
True.
There are not a lot of Phoebes out there.
Can I guess you? Sorry, we're just talking about friends right now. But anyways,
yes, please.
You're 70 Monica, 30% Rachel.
Yeah, that's exactly the proportion that I have in mind.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
you
good.
read my mind. Or you just know me too well.
I know you too well.
Yeah.
I thought we talked about this, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've always thought of myself as a Rachel, but the older I get, I am a Monica.
Yes. I could totally tell. Okay, wait, let me finish mine and then we need to talk about yours.
Yes.
Okay, so Friends for my no-brainers. The other one is 2 weeks notice. Have you watched that movie? Please tell me
I
you've
think
seen
I have, but I like.
Can I brief you for like 10 seconds?
Yes, please. I forgot about what is it about.
Sandra Bullock with Hugh Grant.
Oh,
working at the same company.
Yes.
And then, wait, what? How did he? Why did she quit? Whatever. Oh yeah. So Hugh Grant is like a ridiculous billionaire or founder of the company. I forgot what company. And then she wants to do more like.
Oh yes,
better.
Yes. I've watched that. Why? Why would that be a no-brainer? I wouldn't. Like that wouldn't be the first choice, like off the top of my head for you.
I think it's because me and my mom, like we always watch that movie since I was young, and that like every time. Okay, it's kind of like a nostalgic kind of thing, and No Brainer is because I've watched it so many times to a point where like I don't have to think about what's coming next because I already know, and it's like and the scenes are so funny and just so genuine because I really like the way Sandra Bullock acts. When she acts, she's really natural and just in her element, in her character, and every character that she does in every movie just suits her so well.
That is true.
And you know, like that natural side of her just comes through, and I'm just like, this is the vibe that I need.
Yeah, I think she's mostly just being herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My turn.
Okay.
Wait, so how are we doing this? Am I asking you a mood and then you tell me?
You don't have to ask me. I'll just tell you.
What do you mean? Like you just tell me? Oh, okay.
Can I just say it? Step up.
I never perceive you as a step up girl.
Really?
Yes.
I've watched that.
I didn't know you really like dance.
I like to watch people dance. No, not anyone, but I love especially the first one because it's Channing Tatum.
Weren't they all Channing Tatum? Oh no, wait. The first two.
Girl, no. The
first two.
First one is
only first one.
The second one is Wait, if I didn't shit, I thought I watched it over. I watched it for a couple times, but I kind of forget it right now. But wait, just let me say that I love the first one the most.
Why?
Because
why is that a no-brainer? Because Channing Tatum is hot, so you can just stare at his.
Yeah, because there's no content to it. It's just a bunch of people dancing.
They're fighting for the competition.
That
takes hard work. High School Musical is more of a no-brainer, I would say.
Yeah, but I'm too old for that.
We're on this together. You know which song?
Zac Efron. Oh, right. Think about his abs.
Have you watched all of the High School Musical? I can't believe we're talking about High School Musical. But have you watched all?
Yes.
I want to sing this. Have you heard?
Now the song is just in my head. We're all in this together.
What is the other song you know?
I don't know.
Have you heard of the one that where like Vanessa Hudgens is just like by the piano?
Ooh, what is it called?
You are the music in me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think you're a little off pitch.
Okay, then you go.
Sorry, I forgot.
Mine is like a low soprano, you know.
Fine, whatever you say.
I'm alto. Okay, moving on. I don't want to talk about High School Musical.
Yeah.
Okay, so ask me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So if
What?
Okay, so if you're feeling nostalgic, what would you watch? So one more disclaimer for all our listeners. We are not we're not the intellectual kinds. So whatever the movie choice that we have today are all super simple chick flicks mostly, or like rom-com.
Let's just put it this way: we try to characterize our chick flicks, but in conclusion, they're all chick flicks. But just bear with us, there's substance to what we're trying to say. So
yeah, please analyze your nostalgic film or TV show choices.
Lindsay Lohan movies: Confession of a Teenage Dream, Parents Trap, Freaky Fridays. Yeah.
You do love her a lot.
Yeah. She's a great actress. Even when she was a freaking young, like 5, 6, 7-year-old girl, like she's already so talented. And we talked about the talent thing, right?
Wait, Mean Girls is Lindsay Lohan.
Mean Girls is Lindsay Lohan. Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She's like our early 20s. Like late 19s, early 2000s, like girl.
Her and Amanda Bynes
are two different.
They're two same, like in the
genre.
same generation,
yes.
Right? But I really love Amanda Bynes.
What a Girl Wants.
Yeah,
you should watch that.
And it saddens me to see how she has turned out.
I mean, both of them kind of, a few years ago, they were like on drugs. That's kind of sad. Yeah. I don't know why they like drifted to that. I think it's like it has to do with like an early fame.
Yeah.
And it just wrecks you.
Exactly.
But I mean, I'm sure they're getting better now, so I know they're getting help.
Yeah, hopefully. But Amanda Bynes, she's my number one.
Mm-hmm.
She's the man.
You love She's the Man?
I love that movie because why?
Channing Tatum.
Yes. Man crush.
Still your man crush?
Yeah. The older he gets, the more manly he appears. Agree?
You don't like Magic Man then? I would think you would love Magic Man because there's more skin.
Magic Mike.
Oh, sorry. Magic Mike.
Magic Man.
Who's Magic
Man?
Justin Wang's new song.
Okay.
Okay, anyways.
I'm not interested in him. I'm sorry.
Are we done with nostalgic?
Wait, can you just...
Oh.
Is there any foreign show? Why?
Also primary school, like...
Really?
Primary school, like, hit... When I was in, like, primary school, my treat of, like, after studying or, like, doing homework would be that. Yeah, so good. And I love her, like, when she was, like, a teenager to when she was, like, when she first started in, like, the first few episodes when she was, like, a baby, like, a kid.
Don't you find her boring? Like, she's, like, this, like, too good yes man.
I never think that far. I just love her dress.
Okay.
Because it's poofy.
She annoys me because...
Why? Because she's, like, a perfectionist.
Because she's too... What do you... Like, she's yes man. She's just a yes man.
I don't know. It was so different from what I saw before. And I was like, oh, this girl looks cute. Her dress is cute. Oh, she cooks good food. It's just like the visual is very comforting.
That's true.
And there's like nothing like beef or no like, it's just smooth sailing for her.
She's just kind of perfect. She knows
yeah.
everything. She can do everything.
I mean, in a way, she's like a princess. Like you're watching a Disney princess movie kind of thing,
true,
you know.
So
true. That was like my I mean, I'm not watching it now, but if I think about it, oh, that feels nostalgic. Yeah. How about you?
So
you said Amanda Bynes.
Oh, well, yeah, Amanda Bynes, and I have Gossip Girl for sure, and Vampire Diaries. Like Gossip Girl, Vampire Diaries, and all the Taiwanese TV shows. These three categories, would you call it a category? But these just like fill up my like late primary school.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire of my secondary school.
Wow.
I watch a lot of shows. I barely sleep.
Those are quite PG PG-13?
I don't do cartoons, I told you. The reason being, like, I spend a lot of time tutoring on tutorials, so the time that I am only back at home and be available to watch any kind of shows would be after 8.
Yeah.
And there's only PG-18 shows after 8, right?
True.
So if you don't watch, like, TVB, then all you have is, like, online shows. And online shows, like, I don't know, Vampire Diaries is just Nina Dobrev and what's his name? Ian Somerhalder.
Oh, wow.
And the Gossip Girl is like, well, Gossip Girl, Blake Lively.
Blake Lively. Those are iconic, I would say.
Yeah, and all tiny shows. Teenage Girl.
Dude, this list is so... It goes on
Girl.
forever.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you another one.
Ask me the juicy ones.
Juicy one. Ooh, when you're feeling exotic.
Wait, exotic as in like... Oh, like... I'm going to Maldives. I'm feeling very exotic there.
Yes. It's a very personal feeling. For me, it's that. For me, exotic meaning like that, like European feeling, like countryside and super like zen. It's like exotic for me. Well, what is it for you?
Wait, so why did I put down?
I don't know. You gotta explain it.
Now I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so if you're feeling exotic, what would you watch? Let me say mine first.
Okay, you go.
Okay, Call Me by Your Name.
Why is that exotic? Because it's filmed in France?
Yeah. Is it France or Italy? I forgot.
Either
it's
one.
Like in some like small
countryside.
town.
Countryside, yeah.
Yeah, and I love small town, and it's I haven't been there, so it's exotic to me.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Fair.
Oh,
I can't think of mine. How about like 51st? Is it 51st Dates? The one where
you're gonna say
the one
50
where
Shades of Grey.
How is that exotic?
I don't know.
All they do is stay in the apartment, go to the black room, go to a private jet.
It is exotic if it's like sounds foreign to you.
I mean, it sounds scary. Foreign and scary.
That as well. 50
like
what?
51st Dates. Yeah, the Drew Barrymore movie.
Why is it exotic?
Because it's in Hawaii.
Isn't Hawaii like your second home though?
I mean, yeah. But I guess if I see it now, I'll still feel exotic because it's like it gives you that vacation vibe that no other country or no other place can give you, and no matter every time you go, you would still feel so zen, and just the sun just hits differently, the sand just feels better. Like that is the exotic that gives me. So
I have to rewatch it.
You have to rewatch it. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you just categorize after? What do you like? When would you watch that? What is your feeling for watching the After series? So for those who don't know, After, is it
a Netflix series?
It's a Netflix series. It's based on a book, actually. It's a trashy show, but the guy, the main character, the main leading male character, super hot.
One thing we can agree on, because we always have different views on like good-looking guys.
Yeah,
but this Harden guy,
he's the one guy that's like younger than me. That oh my god, so hot.
Wait, but he's I can't tell if he's a good actor or what.
He's not a good actor, I think.
How long? Sorry, can we just talk about this and be done with it? Like, how long was the duration from the first movie and the last movie?
What do you mean? How long is the duration?
Like, I mean, I'm sorry.
The total duration or what?
As in, like, how many years did it take for them to do all these series?
I don't know, like 3 years?
Okay,
because there are 3.
Yeah, like say 3-ish. 4.
Yeah.
All his acting is just like,
I don't think you cry.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't require a lot of acting. Yeah.
And then I'm just
smashing stuff.
Yeah,
and
like,
walking out of it.
And then I'm just like, I'm like, I've seen this before, but because it's you, I'll still watch it.
I know. What is his name? Hero something Tiffin?
Oh, I don't know. We need to like follow him on Instagram.
I did follow him on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's just get done with it. Moving on.
They were having so much hard time to move on.
Ooh. Okay. This should be like a stage by stage. So when you're feeling romantic versus when you're feeling heartbroken.
Okay.
Romantic first, or heartbroken. Up to you. Do you want to feel heartbroken before romantic?
Yes.
Okay, because now you're with John, you're feeling romantic. So how about before you met him, when you're heartbroken, what would you watch? 倒敘法, you get me?
Okay. But I watched this okay. These are my 2 favorite movies of all times because they're a mixture of heartbroken and romantic.
Oh wow. Tell me.
Her is every time I watch it, I cry because of the heartbrokenness of it, because of how sad the main character is.
Her is the one where
who's
she
dating,
talks to an AI, right?
He talks to an AI.
I wouldn't think that's your favorite movie.
It's my all-time favorite just because it's such a different love movie from any rom-com that I watch. I could say it's a rom-com because the relationship that he had with the AI it's just so real. Like, I could imagine the person in front of him. I could always, every time I watch that movie, I imagine, because Scarlett Johansson is the voiceover of the AI.
Yes.
And her voice in that AI was just, like, I don't think of Scarlett Johansson, I think of some other girl.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, if it's not Scarlett Johansson, who would you think can...
I cannot
kind of feel that voice.
I can't associate which actress.
I don't even have...
But it's just someone that's probably very low-key. Like a low-key actress.
Yeah, the gaspy voice.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, because it gives me that kind of image, I find it so unique.
Damn.
Because all the rom-coms is just like, like love, and then you can see visually, but because the voice was so powerful and overtaking, that's what hits me the most. And I really like the cinematic of it, because the way like the music that they chose, and then all the lighting is very dark, very sometimes blurry. It's always black and white too. So I love the way Joaquin Phoenix was in that character.
Yes.
He was so like fucked up. He was so lonely, and the way he did it was just
I know.
Yeah, and
he's so good.
So that's why I would say 80% is quite heartbreaking.
It kind of creeps me out in a way, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the relationship that he has with a non-existing person.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not the kind... I mean, I'm not judging people out there who are like... who has the kind of affection for... anything or people outside of like human beings. But I'm just saying, for me, it's a little... not my comfort zone. Not the
but
most
you feel kind of on edge.
Yes, a little. But yeah. How about for the second? Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, we're so different when we perceive movies. Because
That's
every
true.
time I talk about the movies that I like or enjoy, it's all about like the visual effects or the sound effects that it gives me. Right? But for you, it's like you really care about the context of it.
I remember all the lines.
Yeah,
like,
the lines are very particular for you.
Whatever.
It really hits you, and like just the overall, like the information that it gives. But for me, I don't really care about context too much. It's more like how they choose to film this. What's really hits me different.
Yeah, that's why like Step Up is like a no-brainer for me, because the visual part doesn't speak a lot to me because there's no context, right? But maybe it's for you, it's like a viewing it from a very different perspective.
Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna quickly go ahead and talk about this, and then it's your turn. Oh my god, I can talk about this forever. 500 Days of Summer, because Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So sad.
Yeah.
But the turning point, spoiler alert for this movie, was...
I think most people have watched it.
Yeah, for sure. I really like how he documented, like the tracking of time goes back and forth, right? It was like 450 days, and then it's like second date. It's so crazy. And like everything is very actually quite realistic, like them holding hands and sleeping in IKEA.
Yeah.
How realistic is that?
Yeah.
Like I like movies where they don't try to go out of their way to impress audience. It's just more like, how do they showcase this heartbreaking thing but in a very down to earth realistic way.
Yeah.
And did you know the ending was, do you remember Joseph Gordon-Levitt went to interview?
Mm-hmm.
And her ex-girlfriend is called Summer, right?
His ex-girl.
Like the main girl is called Summer.
Yeah.
And then one girl was waiting for this job with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So Joseph, long story short, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he went in, he's called Tom in the movie. Tom went in to interview. After he came out, he was like, wait, I should ask for this girl's name who's waiting to interview for this job next.
It's autumn or something, right?
Yes. Changing of the season. Oh my god.
That gives me like
chills.
Yeah.
A movie that can even touch you at the very last quote.
Yeah.
It has done a superb job.
True.
Enough of that. Go watch these movies. How about you? Heartbreaking. I agree.
Yeah, he's just not that into me. It's so heartbreaking.
It's so real because it's so
real.
Sad to say, I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, I can't say for you, but it's kind of me when I was young. But go for it.
It's me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think every guy or girl, if you are currently in a situation where you feel like, something's missing, or like, you're going out of your way to beg for someone to stay, just remember that maybe he or she's just not that into you. Am I sounding too like sarcastic or negative right now? Because I think that's like too real to ignore. Because if someone cares enough, he or she would always do something in return. And that is why this movie is so heartbreaking. Like, I watched it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times.
I need to watch it again.
Every time
so
during
good.
my breakup.
And
I'm just like, it's okay.
I definitely watched it more when I was young.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad we're not watching it right now.
I mean, even if we watch it now, we're gonna view it differently.
Yeah, true. I think the thing about movies, like a good movie, a successful movie, is that every single time you watch it, you really have a totally,
different perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Because
you get
we
something
change
different
when we
out
grow
of
up.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So enough about the sad side of the relationship. How about when you're feeling romantic? What do you watch?
Honestly, I feel like my romantic and heartbreaking overlaps a lot.
Ooh.
The Notebook.
Yes.
But Notebook
mutual.
is sad too.
Yeah, but it's
intense. It's very intense romance.
It's sad, but it's very romantic. Like, it doesn't exist in the real world anymore.
Can I say Princess Diary? Wait, is it Princess Diary?
Yeah,
Anne Hathaway?
Yeah. I think it's Princess Diary.
Romantic.
Really?
Finds Prince Charming.
The only part that I remember is when she's getting changed at the beach, and then she was using this like, temporary like changing room, and someone just like take it off.
I think so. I need to watch it
and
again.
She was spotted naked.
I need to watch again.
Yeah,
so
I
good.
should watch again too.
We're actually talking more about movies that we watch, because there's not much romantic, like super romantic TV shows. Can you think of any?
TV shows? Not really for me. Not the one that like appeals to me much. I mean, How I Met Your Mother is really romantic to me.
I guess more so of the romantic stuff that I watch, besides like these oldies but a goodies, is K-drama. Most of the K-drama I watch are no-brainers / fun to watch, couch potato / romantic. So there you go.
Yeah,
it all kind of overlaps.
Yeah.
Ooh, Before Sunrise.
Before sunrise, before sunset, before midnight. Like, also, it becomes one of my favorite the older I get. Because it depicts this, like, classic old couple, not old couple, what do you say, like couples in the 80s, the relationship of them, so perfect. It's so precious, you know, the two person having to try every way possible to stay in touch, and shows that if you really do, you know, have someone that you remember someone, you care about someone, you will find your way back to her. It's so romantic.
But like the movie isn't just them like reuniting and then just like walking and talking mostly, right?
Yeah. And then before midnight, I think it's before midnight, right? It's when they became a couple. But yeah, they have kids, they have a family.
Yeah.
But then that's when all the practical stuff just came up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, now I really want to watch movies.
You should
Let's
watch.
Go.
Yes, we should.
Are we done with the romantic?
Oh, just go through 2 more quickly.
Nice.
The last song, Eat, Pray, Love, and No Strings Attached. I watch a lot of rom-com. Well, it's not com exactly, but rom. Last song, just because, I don't know, island vibe, romantic.
You like Miley Cyrus?
Not a big fan, but just of the movie itself. Last song, I love it. And No Strings Attached, because, you know, how you can turn from, like, casual sex into real love. True love kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, moving on.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Let me ask
what
you.
do we have? Oh, okay, go for it.
Ooh. So, when you want to feel inspired, what do you watch? Like, as in, I'm motivated. I want to improve in general, you know, like self-growth kind of thing. What do you watch? Or yeah.
Okay.
You feel super driven.
I have 2 in mind, which probably some people won't think is like super inspirational. It's quite easy to watch. I will talk about the first one first. First one is La La Land. Why? It's talking about follow your dreams. The whole substance of it is follow your dreams, don't give up. Things can happen to you when you manifest and believe in yourself. Yeah. Long story short, I would say that's the mission goal of the movie, and there's a lot of like beautiful scenarios and songs and dance. But the ultimate message is that, right? And every time I watch that, because I think me and you, we enjoy like music and like songs and art and movies, like visuals, and when we see like people who try to pursue their dreams like that, and in the beginning was very gray, like they're getting rejected, and how they move on from that's the motivation. And I think the way they depicted the struggle to the success was just so visually aesthetic.
Yep, agree. The cinematic effect,
so good. That's why they won so much Oscars.
Wait, have you watched like Tick Tick Tack Boom or Tick Tick?
No, not yet. It's
Andrew Garfield.
You should
watch it too.
And Vanessa Hudgens, right?
Yeah. I mean, Vanessa Hudgens is just like a guest performer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have one more.
You should watch that. Yep. What is it?
The Intern.
Ooh, yes, that is like, the ultimate like.
Because, sorry, what's his name?
What's his name? De Niro.
Robert De Niro. He's like what? 150? No, he's like 70 something, right? The fact that he worked harder than any of the millennials in that company.
Yeah. And
the relationship that he had with Anne Hathaway. So it's just so genuine and so heartwarming to see like someone that old still wanting to strive for something, and that takes perseverance, that takes a lot of hope in themselves and confidence, and that's inspirational because I'm so young, and to look up to people like that, being like these are supposed to be role models, and I still have such a long way to go, and I shouldn't give up that early, right?
In a way, I think it's kind of realistic, because I always think back to how my parents, they are constantly striving for more. Like they have the hunger for a lot of things. Like they could literally take up 24 hours to do totally different things. But for me, I don't know. I go to work 8 hours a day. I'm exhausted. I need to lie down. And meditate. Yeah.
How about you? Is there anything that strike out to you the most? Like,
there are a couple actually. Suits.
I never watched that.
I want to. Oh yeah, that's the first TV show that we talk about tonight. Well, except for Friends.
Yeah.
Suits, when I'm feeling like, ooh, lawyer, nice, suit up, yay.
Okay.
Chef. Have you watched Chef?
I feel like I have.
I think you did. It's this guy. Shit, I forgot his name. Yeah. He owned a food truck.
Yeah.
I love that show.
He has a TV series too.
Yeah,
we asked you to watch it.
Yes. I watched.
What's his name?
I forgot. But I really love that show.
Okay, yeah. Everybody go watch that movie.
Because I don't
John
know.
Favreau. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love that movie too.
It's just so good, and I don't know, the dream of, owning your own food truck and
starting from nothing to something.
Oh my god, yeah.
Inspirational.
And selling tacos and Mexican street food. I think it's the food part that appeals to me mostly.
Devil Wears Prada.
Oh yes, actually, Devil Wears Prada too. I don't know.
That was like a no-brainer for me at first.
That was like both a no-brainer
/ couch potato.
/ couch potato / a little motivating.
In what way?
Well, also because she came from nothing and she becomes something, and she decided to leave that something, but with like full confidence, and then she created something else.
So all the stuff that we talked about in that movies or TV shows that were inspirational is all about like chasing dreams, like being motivated, and just like all these like goals that are like quite aligned, I would say.
I would say so. I mean, it's like what we mainly deal with in our 20s.
Yeah, for sure.
So 20s, existential crisis.
Ooh.
What do you watch?
Honestly, I haven't watched anything. I'll be completely honest, because I'm in an existential crisis. I've been watching stuff that are just no-brainers. Why? Because I'm struggling. Why would I want to watch stuff that would stimulate me and frustrate me, whereas I can watch comfy stuff? Right? But I think for me it's like I watch stuff here and there where it's like travel, like Netflix series that are talking about architecture in the world, that are talking about like food around the world, like those, like the travel aspects of things are what I'm trying to experience right now, because I'm trying to live vicariously through others because of the travel bans. So I would say those are the things that I've gravitate towards more now, whereas the movie sides and the fun TV shows are all still relatively the same. How about you?
I mean, relatively the same. So basically for me, it's either Friends or How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah.
Actually, more so How I Met Your Mother, because I'm so bad at names, but in How I Met Your Mother, there's
Robin.
No.
Ted.
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Lily and Marshall. Yes, because Marshall.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, he's a lawyer, but
and?
he finished law school at a relatively late age. I think he finished around 30.
Okay.
And then he went on to do corporate stuff, and I found out that it really isn't what he wants, but he struggles for a bit because decent paychecks and stuff. But what he really wants to do is like environmental, like human rights nonprofit organization.
Wow, you really remember that?
Yeah. It kind of relates to
it relates to you. So.
Yeah, so then he fall back into the crisis, and also Ted, because Ted is an architect, but he also struggled a bit in his 30s. Yeah, so
that kind of says a lot about what everyone's going through in their late 20s, mid 20s, early 30s, just like normal realistic life situation, life problems.
Just a little bit like pat on the shoulder, telling myself that, oh, it's no big deal because you have to go through that.
And everyone's going through it.
Yeah.
At their own pace or version anyways. So
yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So any more categories we should put our movies, shows, whatever into?
I think that should sum up it because we talked about a lot today. I would say it's quite a fun topic.
I would say so.
Can't wait to talk about something else next time, whether it's music.
Ooh,
that could be fun. Yes.
Next time.
Not now. So I think that's it.
Sure.
Thank you guys for listening, and we hope your day is as peachy as this episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Like and rate this podcast on Spotify and iTunes.
And comment or DM us on any of our social media platform as well. Talk to you in the next one.
Bye.